Every year you see everyone else make progress. But here you are, full of potential but stuck in a rut, unfocused, inconsistent, unable to take action, feeling behind in life. But I get it, I was in the same place as you, struggling to make progress in my life while everyone was moving forward with theirs. That is until I made these 3 mental shifts which I'm going to share today, which makes me an unstoppable force now. But before that, if you guys are new here, my name is Nishang and I'm the founder of Scaling with Videos. I went from stuck being depressed in my room making $80 a month as a freelancer to now have served over 50 clients all over the world, traveling to countries like Dubai, Thailand, and hitting my first $10,000 a month, all while working remotely from this very room I'm recording this video from. These 3 mental shifts is how I transform my body, how I got my first client, how I hit my first $10,000 a month, how I am building my agency, hell, even how I went on my first date, and how I got my first girlfriend. So let's get started. Number 1, tapping into abundance. This is a chart from David R. Hawkins from the book Levels of Consciousness. And I know the first one is a little bit woo-woo, spiritual stuff, but trust me, give me just 2 more minutes and I'm gonna blow your mind. You see this chart? At any given moment, you're somewhere here in this chart. And if you're not tapping into abundance, you're actually feeling this low vibration energies. At that point, your main focus is on just survival, which is where most of the people live. They're stuck in shame, guilt, apathy, fear, grief. And remember, none of these emotions are good or bad, but the goal is to build momentum and spiral upwards towards abundance. Now, you might be wondering, how do you tap into abundance? And there's only one word, courage. And you can see exactly where it falls on the map. That is where the transformation lies. When I was at the bottom, I used to think, why me? It felt like I had no control over my life. This is where you're just surviving, going through the motions. And the goal is to keep reminding yourself to tap into abundance, because as life happens, you will move up and down through this chart. And that is totally okay. The main goal is building awareness. This is me being trapped in fear, victim mindset, living in scarcity and survival emotions. At this point in my life, I didn't really feel good about myself. I used to look in the mirror and I used to see someone who was not confident, who had issues with their self-worth, and just a lot of survival emotions, guilt, shame. And if you remember, I said the word courage. So this is me taking action, finally going to the gym. And this is me after seeing some results at the gym and tapping into abundance. Now I feel neutral about myself. I feel good about myself. I'm looking at myself like, hey, I can do something here. I can make a change and better my life. And this was just first spark of, hey, I'm slowly moving up the consciousness level. And I was kind of understanding what tapping into abundance energy meant. Now let's take a business example. Because you're coming from a scarcity mindset, you'll take on any clients. And guess what type of clients will you attract? And when you move up and tap into abundance, you always know that there's always one more client to serve. There's always one more video to edit, and you will attract clients that will pay you more. Now your goal is to be aware, move up, and tap into abundance. Now let's move on to mindset shift number 2, my secret 90-day theory. Everyone knows they have to be consistent to make progress, but everyone makes this one mistake. For example, I'm currently learning meta ads for my business, and the perfect 90-day challenge would start on January 1st, 2025, and it would end on April 2nd, 2025. But now let's say someone else is learning meta ads too. What most people do is they start their journey day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 they miss, and they start again with day 1, day 2, day 3. And that way they're just stuck in a loop of starting the day 1 over and over again. And maybe they quit at February, March, April, and they start again at June, and that's again day 1 for them. But what I do is I know there will be days where I don't feel like studying. And I know there will be events which are out of my control that will try to divert me from my goals. And I will miss a couple of days. And sometimes I will not even feel motivated. Sometimes I might just want to travel. Sometimes it's this thing, sometimes it's that thing, and distractions come from all over the place. But I know my goal of learning the meta ads. And I have this bird's eye view of my calendar. I go day 1, day 2, day 3, miss 1 day, and then day 4, day 5, day 6, miss a couple of days, maybe miss 2 weeks, and then day 6, day 7, day 8. And I might finish on June 3rd. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called being persistent. It's not letting anything else distract you from your goals. You know what you have to do, no matter what. It will take more than 90 days, and that's okay. That's not the point. The point is being consistent and persistent. And from my personal experience, I know that most people quit on day 14 to day 25 and repeat the same process every year until they're 60-year-old and wonder what the fuck happened. Don't be most people. Mindset shift number 3, 1 more. I thought I'd never land a client, but I sent 1 more message. I edited 1 more video. I posted 1 more content. I just did 1 more. And now I have served over more than 50 clients all over the world. I thought I'd never get a girlfriend, but I talked to 1 more girl. I approached 1 more person. I went on 1 more date, and I repeat that process over and over again until I got a girlfriend. I thought I'd never learn how to build an agency, but I did 1 more 90-day challenge to learn how to build a business. And I did 1 more again. And I did 1 more, and it just compounded. I did 90-day challenges challenges to land my first client, 90-day challenges to get over my fear of talking to strangers, talked to so many girls, got rejected over and over again. But all I know is on the back of my mind is that I just needed to do a 90-day challenge, and the universe will conspire all the events in my life to make it happen. And currently I'm doing 90-day challenge to learn meta ads. I did 90-day challenge to transform my body. And that is the exact reason why I am unstoppable now. I feel like there's no limit to life. I feel like I could learn anything if I put my mind into it. I just have this feeling of unstoppable energy. And I don't feel like I need anyone's permission to go do this. Like, you don't need my permission. You don't need my permission to take action. You can actually take this and start taking action tomorrow. You don't need anyone's permission to do this. And since you've made it all the way to the end, now let me give you a bonus. You have to first understand that this journey is difficult. It is heartbreaking. You are going to cry a lot. I've cried so many days, man, I don't even know, but I've cried a lot in this journey. Welcome to the real world. If you've never done a 90-day challenge, day 14 to day 25 is going to be your real test. That is the beginner's hell. That is universe testing you. How bad do you want this? I'm gonna throw distractions your way. I'm gonna give this drama in your life, but show me that you want to make this happen. You're gonna have all bullshit come your way, but you just gotta focus and continue on your journey. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And also, let me be totally honest and tell you this, that in this journey, you're gonna have bad days. There will be days where you're confused, frustrated, irritated, and nothing you do works. There will be days like that. But, take those bad days in. I personally give myself, my rule of thumb is I am okay with crying and being down for 4 days, but on the 5th day, I show up to the world. I make sure that I show up for myself, not for anyone else. I show up for myself because I know my goals and you should know yours. Congratulations, you are now unstoppable. There is literally no limit to where you can take this. Do a phase 1 90-day challenge, then phase 2 90-day challenge. Compound. But you have 2 options now. Option 1, you go back to mindless scrolling. Option 2, you start building momentum.